question I get asked a lot is, how do you stay motivated when you work from home? Or how do you stay motivated working for yourself? Don't you just watch TV all day? That's what we're talking about in today's video. Hey, I'm Elise Cartwright. Welcome to the Hustle and Grow channel, where we talk about all things side hustle, email marketing, and productivity related. In today's video, I'm addressing a question I get quite often, at least once a week, from my email subscribers, where they are asking a variation on how are you motivated to work from home? Like, how does that actually work? What does that look like when you don't have a boss telling you what to do? That's a really interesting question, and I think it comes down to a couple of different things. One is I'm super self-disciplined. So I'm really motivated to work for myself, and that is mainly because I'm very clear on my why. Now, I remember what it was like working in my day job. I remember the office politics and the fear and loathing that I had every morning getting up and going to work. I did not like the environment at all. And I've had some great places that I've worked in, but I still really resented having to be at work between these certain times and not being able to just be able to go, you know what? I just don't feel like working this afternoon. Like, I'm not at my optimal time. I just don't produce really good work at basically 2 o'clock onwards is not a good time for me. But I really struggled with that when I was in a workplace, and it really started to become quite evident in the last job that I had before I went full time. So I'm really clear on my why. Like, I know that I don't ever want to experience that ever again. I don't want to have someone telling me how I need to be spending my time. I don't want someone telling me when I can take time off. For me, it really was about getting my time back to be able to do what I wanted to do. So it wasn't really money driven. Money has not really been a big driver in doing what I'm doing. It's always been about time. I've always wanted to be able to just get up when I want, do things when I want to do them. Now, I know that sounds kind of selfish and self-centered, but I'm responsible for my happiness. So I get to choose what that looks like, and that means not working for somebody else. That means being in charge of my day and what that looks like. Now, when you start working for yourself, and definitely when you start working from home, you will start to have responsibilities to other people, your email subscribers, your clients, anyone that you work with, and they're paying you money for something. That is always going to be there. But you still get to choose what that looks like. So I have a few things that I do. Like, as I've mentioned in various other videos, I'm a massive scheduler. So I schedule everything in. I don't really leave a lot to chance. Now, I know that that might seem like it's really regimented, but it's not. I have a ton of flexibility in there, and I schedule in my downtime. So I'm making sure that I get time for myself. So right now my schedule looks like this. Mondays are completely dedicated to whatever I want to do in my business. So I'm working in my business on a Monday. Fridays, I work for a few hours in the morning, and then the rest of the day is dedicated to self-care. So that's normally where I'm getting a massage, I'll go out to lunch with my husband, we'll go catch a movie, we'll do just whatever we want to do on Fridays. And then the rest of the week, so Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, is full on working. Now, I generally still finish work around 2-3 o'clock because I just do not produce much of anything after 3 p.m. Now, I will get a second wind and sometimes choose to do a couple of hours at night, but that's only if I've got some type of big project that I choose to work on. So it's really about understanding how you work and then putting in systems to make sure that you keep on top of everything. Routine is another thing that's kind of key. So you'll know that as when you're working in a job, you have to be at work at a certain time. When you work for yourself, that's not necessarily the case. But I kind of kept that same type of schedule. I wanted to make sure that I still kept some form of routine in place, because when you don't have routine, that's when things kind of get off track and you start to just days roll into days and you don't know what's happening. So for me, I am up at 4:30 a.m. Now that is again my choice, because I love that time in the morning when nobody else is awake, and it means that I get to focus on things that I want to do every single day. So 4:30 a.m. is when I wake up. Now, in terms of actual work that I'm, coaching clients and that type of thing, that kicks off around 7:30. So between 4:30 and 7:30, I have this window of time to focus on whatever it is that I choose to focus on. So I make sure I'm exercising, I'm journaling, sometimes I meditate, sometimes not, but it's all dedicated to my time. And then I know that between 7:30 and 3 p.m. I'm working, dealing with clients, coaching people, responding to emails, all those types of things. That's what that looks like. So routine is a big part of making sure that you work from home and that you don't get distracted. And then making sure you have a solid morning and evening routine is really key. So my morning routine, 4:30 a.m. get up, I have a quick look at what my schedule looks like, see if I have to move anything around. Although I would have done that the night before during my evening routine. Now you can check out the 2 blog posts that talk about evening and morning routines if you want more information about how to set that up for yourself. But really it's about being disciplined and motivated. And the reason that you're doing this, why are you working for yourself? Why are you working from home? And understanding that you're going to still need systems, you're still going to need a schedule, and you're going to need routine to be able to be successful. So I hope you found that helpful. And if you want to do this for yourself, your immediate next step is figuring out what your schedule looks like and being super clear on your why. So that's actually 2 action steps. And I'd probably do the why first. So immediate next action step is, what is your why? Why are you wanting to work from home, or why are you working from home, or why are you wanting to work for yourself? Be very clear on those things, because there are going to be times when things don't always go the way that you want them to, and you'll be like, gosh, I wish I was just at my mindless job where I don't have to think about a thing. And when that pops in your head, you want to be just like, nope, don't want to be thinking that. The reason why I'm doing what I'm doing is because ... whatever that looks like for you. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.